in November, we have no college football till the middle of January. And don't give me the song and dance about we get finals. It's college bullshit. These kids ain't going to college. Come on, man. Come on. If a high school team in Texas can play 16 games to win the state championship and be playing the weekend before Christmas for the state championship, then a bunch of and if Division II can do it, and if Division III can do it, and if girls volleyball can do it, then Division I college ball, 32 teams, line them up. Obviously all the conference champions, then just win-loss records, whatever you want to do, just like the basketball, but you don't have to start with 64. 32 teams, that's 4 weeks. That's 5 extra games if you're going to the championship. And here's my idea. You get into the bracket.
That's a good idea.
You get into the bracket, and if you lose, you go to a bowl game.
Yeah.
Or take those all those games and make them bowl games, and you collect your patches as you go. And then when you're playing in the
see, this is what's really funny to me too. It's like doesn't make sense. As the NCAA talks about, they need to make more money. They want to make sure their money, everything's already set up. Wouldn't they make more money off of a bigger tournament?
Oh my God, yes.
Like, wouldn't they? They'd like that. That's what's confusing to me. That's like I grow wheat in a field, but I don't want to buy more land to grow more wheat because I'm making money and I want to make more money. And then you'd be like, well, then buy the field next door. No, I want to make more money. I'm not going to buy it. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. It makes
zero
sense.
It's free, especially if it's already free. If somebody's just going to give it to you, then why wouldn't you take it? I don't.
It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. And you know, what if you had a Marshall, or Utah, or San Jose State, or just one of these Division I schools you never hear from get the hot hand. They upset the number one seed. They knock off. They knock off Oklahoma, number 1 seed in that bracket. Then they go knock off the number 16 seed. Then all of a sudden they knock off a Florida State. Then they're in the Final Four. Here's this little nobody team that believes in it. You can't tell me with that storyline that you're not going to have people watching just to see how far this team can go. It happens every year. It happens every year in the big dance in basketball. And I had one guy tell me, well, nobody cares about that college. You know, more people care. We want the BCS because more people will watch when Florida State's in there and all the Florida State people. I said, yeah, but what about all the BYU people? They don't count? You don't think every single BYU alumni would be watching that game if they made it? You don't think every Texas State alumni?
Oh, yeah.
Or Southwest Texas alumni?
More parity. That's like the George Masons, the Butlers, the Bowling Greens, those teams in basketball. That's why the NCAA tournament is so great and has so much parity. Because you'll have a Davidson with Steph Curry at point guard, and like barely anybody knows who he is, make it to the Sweet 16 and beat a bunch of really good teams with a low seeded team. I mean, it would be way better for parity, but that's like they're anti-parity. They're like old rigid men who don't want to adapt, I guess. Where the NFL has adapted, mostly bad than good, but that's why we have these high-scoring games. Is they've changed the rules, changed things, because they know we like points, we like parity, we want comebacks. So that's what they've kind of created. And college football is just, where the NFL goes off the deep end, college football is not doing nearly enough.
I agree.
It's like MLB. It's like Major League Baseball. Like it's just that. Like they're just that rigid, that strict about it that they'll never change, and it doesn't make any sense.
And you know Gonzaga. Nobody know who the hell. Nobody would know who Gonzaga is if they hadn't had that run back in the late '80s, early '90s. And now Gonzaga is one of the powerhouse basketball schools because all the recruits want to go to Gonzaga. St. John's.
Yeah, and then think about the money it would raise for the other small schools who don't have the big budgets, and like the UNTs who have to play Alabama and get embarrassed to get like $500,000 from Alabama to play them. Like you wouldn't have to do that if you made the playoff bigger, or that would happen less because then the in-conference games would count more. Stuff would count a little bit more. The out-of-conference schedule would count more, so they wouldn't want to necessarily play. UNTs make Alabama's play better teams, make I don't know. It's
well, the beginning of
the SEC is bad, but their non-conference games are playing like Southern Jacksonville State or Magny State, and those are good schools and they have good athletes, but
not at that level.
Not every Tennessee Chattanooga has Terrell Owens on their team.
Exactly.
So 9 times out of 10, they're going to get destroyed, and it doesn't make any sense. But it's all for the sake of money. It doesn't.
It's all money. All right, we're talking to Joe Huggins. We're going to take a break. Come back we come back from the break. Joe and I will give you our picks, and I will reveal Nate and Matt's picks. So we'll be right back. I'm Mike Allen. You are listening to the Armed Radio Global Network, and you're on the air.
Uh-oh, I think I've been seduced. I went online to seduceme.com, and I found the latest and hottest shoe trends. What makes me a seducer? I'm confident, classy, sexy, comfortable in my own skin. I'm a lover of shoes and style, and I have a sharp eye for design. seduceme.com is delighted and dedicated in selling the trendiest and most fashionable must-have shoes and accessories. Get seduced now. Go to shoeduceme.com.
Trust Princeton Fuel in Arlington to help you avoid the Montreal Express this winter. Their professionals will attend to your every heating need, whether it's oil delivery, new heating systems, or maintenance and repair. Family owned and operated for over 25 years. Located at 46 Frost Street in Arlington. Call Princeton Fuel at 781-643-0058 now, and don't get left out in the cold.
Who's the candy man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the candy man.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family-owned and operated EyeFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at EyeFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Online auctions are great money savers if you can actually win them. Well, that's what BetThisBid.com is changing. Click your media player now to check out BetThisBid.com. The number of bidders is limited, and every auction has 2 winners, either a random or second highest bid winner. Get the hottest electronics, jewelry, and lots more, all brand new, shipped free, at prices way below retail. Check out BetThisBid.com. We're sure you'll like your odds better at BetThisBid.com.
This is Matt Hazley, your host of Straight Talk. Come join me every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Arm Radio, home of the big guns. Boom.
All right. We are back. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
I can't hear me. Well, that's weird. We'll just have to deal with that. Joining us again on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline. I can't hear all these headphones. You can hear me?
I can hear you, Joe.
I can hear you fine.
You can hear me fine, Joe? You can hear me over there?
Yeah.
Can you hear everybody else?
Yeah, I can hear everybody else. Just can't hear me.
Well, you do sound pretty sexy. Just saying.
Well, I guess I just won't be able to hear my sexy voice. It's getting picked up by everything, so we're good. All right, Joe, we're back on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline. Let's go through our picks. I've got Matt's picks, and I got Nate's picks. Both of them have some catching up to do.
Well, I joined late, so I got a couple mulligans.
Well, you by 1 week.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, the first week's a scratch, so I can't remember what we did the first week. I haven't gotten with Nate to get it. He wrote it down. All right. Thursday night. Cleveland versus Cincinnati. I got the Browns.
I'm going Browns.
Matt and Nate are both going with the Bengals.
Okay. I mean, Bengals have been playing good as of late, but I don't know. They're too up and down for me.
Not sold on it, huh?
Yeah, with AJ Green being out, I know he's going to have some special made shoe or something and all that craziness, but I don't know. I mean, Mohamed Sanu's good, but he can't carry that team at receiver for forever. No Marvin Jones sightings. Tyler Eifert's out. I don't know. I'm not sold on the passing game for them. And Bernard's been hurt twice the past 2 weeks.
Well, we'll split. We'll see. Nate and Matt picked the Bengals. Joe and I picked the Browns. All right, Tennessee at Baltimore. I got the Ravens. Everybody picked the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Yeah. That's kind of a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest mistake that I think the biggest mistake Tennessee ever did is sending their coach to St. Louis.
Yeah, drafting that Jake Walker, too, is a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, huge mistake. Okay, this is my upset special. There's been an upset special every week. This one is mine. Kansas City at Buffalo. It's cold. It's in Buffalo, and Buffalo wins at home. And the Chiefs are very inconsistent, so I'm going with the Bills. Matt and Nate both went with the Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs.
You going to go Chiefs too?
Yeah, I think that running game's going to travel well.
All right. Of course, the next one, you know what I picked. Everybody picked the Lions on this one.
Lions.
Now, we all kind of snickered last week, and we picked the Chargers, and Miami went through there and wrecked shop. I mean, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was really, 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 really bad.
But this is the Lions, and the Lions beat good teams. They lose against the teams that suck. They beat the good ones.
Is it in Detroit or in Miami?
It's in Detroit.
Ooh.
I picked. You know what I picked.
I'm going to go Lions. Lions, because they're not going to be able to run the ball on the Lions.
All right, Dallas and Jacksonville, and just out of spite, just because, I picked the Jags.
I'm going Jags. Sorry, Nate. If you're listening, I'm going Jags.
I think he is listening. He couldn't join us tonight, but he'll be back next week. Nate and Matt picked the Cowboys. You and I picked the Jaguars. What the hell is it?
Well, you got to think, McClain got hurt. Durant's out for the season. They're down 3 linebackers now.
Yep.
3 linebackers. I don't know.
Not good.
Making 3 losses in a row for the Cowboys.
All right. San Francisco at New Orleans. I'm jumping on the New Orleans bandwagon. I think things are getting in stride. Matt and Nate both agree with me on this. San Francisco, I think they're dealing with a lot of things in the locker room. I think the fact that Jim Harbaugh will be coaching the Michigan Wolverines next year is a big factor on how they're playing right now. And I don't even see them making the playoffs personally, but or if they do, they're going to get knocked down the wild card. But they're going to the Saints, and the Saints are hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, Saints. You got to go Saints.
Frankie's behind me working on my neck muscles right now. See what you miss when you don't come in the studio, Joe?
Well, I know. You should have told me I would have came.
We got flavored vodka, getting a back rub.
You're holding out on me.
Actually kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
I know you do.